Hi everyone. So my daughter is very much feeling her Leo self right now, so I apologize beforehand if she's like talking a lot or gets in the camera or whatever. She's temporarily distracted, so we'll see how that goes. This is going to be about Jupiter going forward again and what it's going to bring into your life. Okay? 1 is Silverleaf Jasper, 2 is Blue Apatite, 3 is Smoky Quartz, 4 is the Dravite and the leftover penny. She was putting pennies on them. It was really cute. 5 is the Smoky Quartz generator. 6 is the Black Star Diopside. 7 is the Hematite. 8 is the Agate.
Do you like it?
I love it. I think you did great. Here's the Silverleaf Jasper. Right one. Yeah. Okay. I already started and I had to stop, so. You've got the Deep Dark Sea Mermaid, the Crystal Yellow Dragon, and Light. We're just doing oracle cards. So, you'll be able to see the whole thing. I think that the entire time that Jupiter was going retrograde, it was helping to like drudge up all of your subconscious pain. It says find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness for the deep, dark sea mermaid. So I think that although this was a bit of a grueling process, that you learned a lot and you were able to process a lot. Free up some space is what I'm hearing. And now you're open to more energy like this, coming from the Crystal Yellow Dragon. Opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expands your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. So yeah, I mean, this card is just sunshine. You know, and this is darkness. It's a big jump. Light. So now you're in this place where even if someone is going through a dark time, you're able to see the light in them. You're able to see the light in their situation. You're going to be able to help them to see the light in their situation. I'm seeing the Alex Gray painting of the Wounded Healer, where the Wounded Healer had to go and into the underworld and be pulled apart, only to come back together and to ascend on this mountain with spiritual knowledge balanced between the light and the dark snake, ascending. And they couldn't be in that place, that healer place, ascending to the mountain in this balanced place, if it wasn't for their descent into the underworld. 100% that painting feels like your Jupiter experience with retrograde and forward motion. So yeah, check it out. It's really worth seeing. I believe it's called the Wounded Healer. If I'm wrong, let me know and I'll look it up again. I'm looking right at it. They don't sell prints, so I printed out my own copy. Don't tell anybody. Two. The Blue Apatite. All right, you've got the Golden Phoenix, Fire and Water Dragon. Oh, very cool. And Family Culture. Okay, we're gonna put these together. These two. So, the Golden Phoenix, something you thought finished burst back into life. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, 2 different messages here. You have been facing family trauma. You've been healing ancestral DNA. You've been healing your childhood trauma, your experiences. That's what you've been doing during Jupiter retrograde. Now that it's going into forward motion, it says, prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. The reason you did all this work had to deal with your family, how to deal with those issues. Figure out those problems you're having. That's not mine. Where's that coming from? And then figuring out, like, oh, this is in my family, you know? This is something that we've been dealing with for generations. All that work that you've been doing to heal the DNA has taken you on this Phoenix journey. You've healed your family DNA. You're healing your family DNA is what I'm hearing. And then at the same time, something you really cared about, I'm feeling more like a project than a person, but it could be. Also, I'm hearing it could be both, a project and a person. Something you thought was done is going to like reappear because you did this work and you're finally ready for it, is what I'm hearing. Either way, look at the message on this card. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. Like, you've done so much work to heal your family line. Your subconscious, your family's collective unconscious. Whether you've dealt with them person to person or not, I feel like for a lot of you, you've had to deal with them like in person, and you've had to deal with healing this DNA on an energetic level just on your own, which is a lot when you have to do both. So you've done so much work. You've been so successful. You deserve this. Don't doubt it. I feel like you've been doubting and you've been working so hard. Don't doubt it. It's coming.
It's a Josie.
Okay, go get her. Shut the door behind you. I'll be right back. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. What? Okay, sorry. I figure I could stop the video or just, you know, expect patience. I feel like that's not asking for too much. So, oh, and anyway, we're on to the next pile. So, Smoky Quartz. Jupiter forward motion. What does that hold for you? Well, you've got Elizabeth and the Lion, Archangel Gabriel's Dragon, and Curiosity. So you are in like this fresh, sparkly new energy, and it's strong. Because with Archangel Gabriel's Dragon, it says you can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond, which I believe is the Herkimer diamond. And basically, it's like you refine that charcoal into a diamond. You were very innovative. You always have been. You healed yourself so much. You're a diamond. And you also have that purity of a diamond. Like, you're strong, but you're soft, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, it's time to become a great leader. Some opportunities are going to happen for you. You are ready. You've polished yourself. Curiosity. What are you interested in? Follow those urges. You're so pure that your intellect and your intuition are going to be on point. Ha, point. Start a project related to something you're curious about. And then watch where this project takes you, is what I'm hearing. Obviously in a good way, okay? Four. The Dravite. You have butterflies in gloom after sadness, happiness, and hope return. You've got Earth and Air Dragon. And you've got Happy Surprise. So, you've been going through a tough time. And it hasn't really been like angry or big fights or anything volatile or legal or anything. At least I'm not picking that up. But you've been really sad. You've dealt with a lot of loss, a lot of pain, a lot of loneliness. I feel like when Jupiter goes back and forward motion, though, you are naturally just going to start feeling more hopeful. And I'm also hearing it was important for you to be alone to have that experience, as well as what you learned and what you picked up while you were doing that, however that applies for your situation. This is a general reading. And with the Earth and Air Dragon, it says represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. Oh, so you were getting more in touch with what your dreams are. And now it's time to ground them and manifest them from a very balanced place. That's what your aloneness gave you, although you were sad. And then look, some type of happy surprise is going to happen related to your dreams. And it's going to come to you like this unicorn is coming to this little girl. You don't have to do anything. It's going to present itself to you. So it's very exciting. But yeah, with the Dravite, I just want to also add this is a shadow work. So you also healed your subconscious during this time. 5. Smoky Quartz. One of my hairs. Smoky Quartz point. Okay, we've got the delicate, let's just move them up. Got the delicate fairy and her ferrets, earth dragon, and change. So you may have been seeing a lot of 5s. Whenever you see 5s, it's just reassurance that the change that you're going through is positive. Like this card says. It's like a divinely orchestrated change when you see 5s. So yeah, I can sense that it's been difficult, especially with this. The delicate fairy and her ferrets. Change is natural, good, and yes, it can hurt. But not only do you have beings that are on your side and you're being guided and protected, which is what this card talks about, but it also talks about how the pain is natural because of change. Change just naturally hurts. You know, it's not bad. What you're going through is good. It's positive. You know, you have 2 cards basically saying the same thing. Also, with this Earth Dragon, it says, clears your path in the land around you. Stay grounded. Be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. Yeah, I mean, some type of stagnancy was happening in your life. I'm feeling in your relationship specifically. And that needed to be cleared. So although it's sad and you feel a loss, it's serving your highest good. Like this card's talking about, you know. And find ways to stay grounded. Try to go outside more. Put your feet in the ground more. Take baths with Epsom salt. Use essential oils. You know, things of the earth. They'll help you through this. Lavender oil, I rely on lavender oil and crystals. Sage. Palo Santo. Yeah. It's positive. It's a good change. It's a good thing. It's natural to feel pain. This is clearing your path. Okay. 6. Black Star Diopside. We have your imaginary friend, Fire Dragon, and True. So very fiery with both of these cards, the colors. Just taking it all in. Okay, you specifically came to this reading feeling like you wanted to know, you had something in mind that you wanted to happen with Jupiter going forward. In forward motion. And I'm going to tell you true as in, yes, it's going to happen. Something you faced from your childhood, whether it's your family or your old things or, you know, people you went to school with. Maybe you visited your hometown. You faced something from your childhood. I'm feeling a lot of different somethings, which helped to burn up that stagnant energy that you were hanging on to. I have a feeling you faced a lot of situations you were like, that wasn't so bad, which is really cool. It says, be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. So for some of you, you did that with Jupiter being retrograde. For some of you, you're going to be doing that with Jupiter being in forward motion now. You're going to face it. And what you want to happen is going to happen. And for some of you, you're wanting to know about your childhood. Like, you have questions about your childhood, what you believe happened. And what you believe happened is true, it looks like. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, okay? But, yeah, that's what I'm getting for yours. Okay. 7. Hematite. Very grounding. Very grounding. Okay, we've got Sacred Beetle Armor. You have a Mighty Shield. Omega Dragon. Ooh, this is one of the big dogs. Harnesses the divine feminine power of creation. You may identify with the divine feminine archetype. Very much so. And you were gifted. So you have some gifts that are opening up. I think ones that you didn't realize that you had from your divine feminine power. You may not even be aware that you're a divine feminine, so I believe everyone for this pile will be a divine feminine twin flame. And either you just found out about this or you're gonna just now find out about it. And you're feeling very soft and vulnerable, which is part of the process, actually, that is divine feminine energy. And you're being assured with this Sacred Beetle Armor that you're being protected by divine forces because you're a divine feminine. You know what I mean? I'm also being drawn to, this card says, intention, hold your vision. Whatever you see as the brightest future for all and your part in that, hold that vision, follow that vision. No matter how vulnerable you may feel or how hard it is to show up in the world in that way, know you're always protected because you have a divine mission. This says you're very intelligent and talented. I see a lot of self-esteem for you with Jupiter going into forward motion. Like, you're just really going to start believing in yourself is what I'm feeling. Believing in yourself and your divine mission. And 8, Agate. So we've got Happy Thoughts. I love the colors in that card. Isn't that pretty? The purple and the yellow. Source Dragon. Ooh, that's another top dog. And Little Red Riding Hood. You've been through a lot. With Little Red Riding Hood, I'm not a victim. You're learning that you're tougher now, you're more mature, but you had to go through a lot. You have much thicker skin. And you're also going through a process of coming out of a victim mentality. I'm also being drawn to the wolf. It's like, you have this ability to turn the enemy, to make them your friend. That's amazing. Which also makes, I got the chills from that, which also makes sense as to why you got Source Dragon. When I say this is one of the big dogs, it's like higher, even higher dimensions. Now I forgot, I think this is either 7th dimension or 9th dimension, but it's, you know, high up there. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. You have this ability, if you're really present and in the moment, like, to consciously create miracles. And I think you're going to start seeing that more with Jupiter being in forward motion. I'm also feeling like maybe goth. You like goth in some way. And you've always identified with your darker energies more. And so this may surprise you. But it's a gift. It's a gift you have. Like I said, you can turn an enemy. Like you're kind of like one of those who is like a dark beauty, but it's like you work for the light. Does that make sense? Like you're both. Which draws me to this card. Happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. Like, obviously you've been through a lot. But if you can come back to this reading and remember this card, or even just like screenshot it. Here, let's see if we can get you a good angle. To feel happier, think about a memory or something that makes you smile. Not everything you went through was bad. Although, you know, sometimes it's easy to like either remember things as like really good or really bad, even though it was like a mix of both. And I feel like that's a message for you. Maybe just try to reflect on everything you've been through and look for the gems. Maybe like old photos would help. But yeah, focus on your happiness. Your happiness is very important right now. You're a very powerful being. So whatever makes you happy, like literally whatever makes you happy, focus on doing that and being that, regardless of what anybody else says. It's very important. Okay. That's it. If you are tuning into this today, happy Lionsgate. I hope yours was better than mine. Mine wasn't so bad, but yeah.